I was taking a big old shit earlier out of my butt. I was pooping from my butt. I don't know where you guys poop from, but I poop from my butt because I'm an American. The liberal media will have you believe that they want you to poop from the vagina. They're trying to get your kids to believe that the poop comes out of the vagina, and we don't do that in this motherfucking country. This is God's country. We poop out of our assholes. That's what we do. We poop out of our fucking... I was taking a big shit earlier, and I was thinking about Whitesnake, Still of the Night. The whole interlude section, the... That whole section, right? And I was like, that is Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. Not at all. It doesn't sound anything like it. But I know that them putting that interlude in that song was 100% just imitating Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin has a very similar, the exact same thing. It just sounds different. Different notes are played, different timbres, instruments all being played, right? But it's the exact same thing. It just got me thinking about how every composer I've ever known has done that very thing. Ripped something straight off and made it sound a little bit different. I've done that. On pretty much every song I've worked on, I've done that very thing. And it got me thinking about how it is perfectly okay to do that, and how every song you've ever heard is just ripped from someone else, you know? So many young composers want there to be nothing in this DAW, and then they create something out of nothing. Not possible. Physically impossible to create something from nothing. Start out with this ambient intro. That's not the final thing, by the way. I'm just fucking around with chords and seeing what kind of chords I like. I don't even know if I'm going to use a guitar there. It's a demo. I'm just fucking around. We have that. Maybe vocals here. And then rhythm. You introduce rhythm to it. Big build, the dynamics are building, opening up the hi-hat throughout the course of that. That right there is Rosemary by Deftones. That's what gave me that's how I made this. The intro to Rosemary by Deftones is structured the exact same fucking way as that right there. I did not create this out of nowhere. I played different notes than Rosemary by Deftones on different beats. The main riff's in 7. That's the only difference. The structure is the exact fucking thing, same thing. You think I'm going to come up with my own fucking structure? No, I'm not. I'm not going to create something from nothing. I love Rosemary by Deftones. One of my favorite songs of all time. It would be in my top 10 if I had a top 10 favorite song list or some gay shit like that. Some dealing in absolutes fucking gay shit like that. Anyway. The intros, I took the structure of Rosemary by Deftones. Nothing wrong with doing that. Every band does that. It's so much easier. When you get stuck on a song, you have two options. Music theory, which is gay, or just rip someone off. Either way works. Either way fucking works. Another thing here. Listen to this. Again, that's just me fucking around on guitar. I'm going to make that actually sound good at some point. Alice in Chains' Rooster. The vibe, the overall vibe of that sound and everything about it, just the feeling it gives you, I did not create. Alice in Chains' Rooster. I said I want my intro to sound like the intro to Alice in Chains' Rooster, and I just did that. I just started playing chords, and I didn't feel like turning my distortion off. None of this is me. It barely, just barely is the chords I'm choosing, but the vibe and the structure and how I build this intro, how it's gonna build when it's a finished product, is Rosemary by Deftones and Rooster by Alice in Chains. Why? Because I love those fucking songs. Those songs are amazing. Those songs worked. Those songs are major hits that get pussies wet. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's my mission. That's my goal. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. There's nothing wrong with doing this. This is how every song is written. Think about it this way. Every single band has a Stairway to Heaven somewhere in their discography. Not every single band, but most big bands have their own version of Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven is a perfectly composed song. I know you've heard it a million times, and it gets on your fucking nerves because you've heard it so many times, but it is a perfectly composed song. The drums come in right at the right spot. I'm shaking the fucking desk right now. The drums come in right at the right spot, and the way the guitar is structured, arpeggiating in the right spots, strumming in the right spots, the dynamics are perfect, the vocals are perfect, everything about that song is perfect. Therefore, every band has their own version of it. Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. I can't think of anything else right now. I'm on a lot of drugs, a lot of morphine. My girl's like, my friends want to go to a concert on Thursday. Bitch, I better be coming. Bitch, I hope I'm coming. I'm not calling you a bitch, babe. I'm just saying bitch as a general term. Bitch, I better be fucking coming to that shit. What the fuck you mean you and your friends want to go to the concert? So I don't know where to really go from there. I have a few options. I could use music theory, which will make it sound insanely formulaic. By the way, I am a music theory wizard. I'm basically Jacob Collier. I know music theory extremely fucking well. I'm telling you that will make it sound extremely formulaic and stupid and boring and predictable. So I'm not going to use music theory. I could rip off another song, but there is a secret third option. Wait. You know, the only time you can create something from nothing is when it's by accident. The best thing, you ever heard this fucking phrase? The best things happen by accident. That's when, that's when. The only time I've ever created something that's fully me is just by accident. So I misrecord something, I fuck up on the guitar, I record the wrong harmony, and it sounds really fucking good, right? The things that when you play back your song, when it's done, and you go, damn, I fucking murdered that part, that's always by accident. Always by accident. This is why it's good to know how to improvise. You can just fuck around, and something comes out, right? Little things like that. I felt like talking about music tonight, I don't know if you can tell, but just dynamics from there. It's all dynamics. At the end of the day, songwriting is all fucking dynamics. There's nothing else that's important. Rip off everyone else, make it not obvious that you're ripping them off, and then it's just dynamics. It's just loud, quiet. Loud, quiet. Quiet, really quiet. No, I'm fucking crazy loud, quiet. That's what songwriting is. You figure those two things out, you'll make pretty fucking good songs. I know I haven't made music content in a minute, but I'm going to work on music while I talk shit. Not always going to talk about songwriting or anything. I might talk about current events, abortion, certain things along those lines. But I felt like talking about this today because I was, shitting on the toilet and I thought about talking about it. Okay, listen up. I'm getting this vibe. The vibe that I'm driving very fast, under the influence, preferably. Driving very fast in a Mustang 5.0 Coyote, under the influence around Guatemalan children. I'm in a Guatemalan area of town. Guatemalan. That's the vibe I'm getting. So I'm thinking about songs that have that similar kind of vibe. I'm thinking heavy metal, Don Felder. So when the dynamic drops and it goes into the verse in heavy metal by Don Felder, what happens? I can't play it. You're going to fucking copyright claim me, aren't you, Don? God damn, that's one of the best songs ever written. That song is so fucking crazy. Riding it up, let's cruise a while. Yeah. It's the same shit. It just kind of keeps the same vibe. So maybe I should keep the same vibe. I should just stay kind of loud but quiet it down a little bit. So the verse of heavy metal is just the exact same riff at a lower dynamic, a little bit quieter. So I'm going to try the same thing. Let's see what happens. I don't know if that's going to work at all, actually. I thought that'd be a little bit cooler. But you get the point. I'm matching the vibe of this song, which sounds like I'm driving drunk in a Guatemalan neighborhood, with another song that sounds like I'm driving drunk in a Guatemalan neighborhood, because that's the vibe I'm getting from this song. The original vibe was Rooster by Alice in Chains, but now it's more of a driving drunk in a Guatemalan neighborhood, so I'm going to go with songs that, yeah. You get the point. You get the point. You got it. Take it easy, guys.